Welcome back to A Minute with Chelsea. Look at my little chipmunk friend at Brave Trails. He's so cute. It is our last morning at camp. We woke up to these beautiful yogurt, whipped cream, fruit parfaits, and we're all wearing our camp shirts because it's time to take our group photos and say goodbye to the campers and go to the airport. Also, shout out to all the T-boys at camp who carried my luggage for me. I owe you my life and I love you so much. It was really sad. I hate the last day of camp. This was before we got sad. We were just taking a bunch of selfies and videos and being so cute together. And then Max from Brave Trails took my phone and was like, group photo, everybody get ready. And this is us trying to figure it out because look, there's a lot of us and we're exhausted. And then somebody was like, Max, get in the picture. Stop holding the phone. Give the phone to someone else. And of course, Max delivered. I love all of you. If any of you are watching this, I want to eat your heads. I want to gnaw on your little faces and kiss you with love and just love you forever and ever. And I love this group hug and this cuddle puddle, and I love you. You're all wonderful little people. You know what I don't love? Last day of camp. I don't like saying goodbye to everyone. I don't like everyone crying and everyone hugging, even though I love the hugs, but I'm so sad. It's been a whole week and I still feel like I want to be there, even though there were scorpions and dust and we ran out of water and it was so hot and everybody was stinky. I don't care. I love you and I would do it again in a heartbeat. This is all of us struggling for our lives right now. Like everyone's trying so hard not to ugly cry because camp is just a beautiful oasis in a desert of cruelty and disgust. To go back to Arkansas after being surrounded by queers for 7 or 8, 9 days, it's hard. It's really hard. Post-camp depression sucks. You don't realize how tiny your queer community is until you're taken away from the one community you had. I didn't realize how entirely straight my life is, except for whenever, I'm dating someone. Most of my friend group is straight. I'm not really out at work at Pilates because it doesn't feel safe to come out at Pilates. I'm out at my 9 to 5, but I work from home, so, that's okay. And I don't really do anything else other than work. So just being surrounded by queer people who love each other is just such a beautiful thing, and it just makes you feel so accepted and warm and safe and like you belong. And knowing that that's what this camp does for these kids is the reason I want to stay here and work here and volunteer here forever. Then it was time we took all the kids to the airport and then we split up. I got ice and I got bottled water and god damn it was amazing. But this is a really sad part because all of my friends at the gate were supposed to meet me after security and they didn't get to. They didn't let them through security because their flights were later than mine. So I didn't even get to say goodbye. I didn't get my dramatic movie moment. I didn't get to hug everyone except for when we were at camp. And I'm so sad. I love you all so much. And Avalon, thank you for running for 30 minutes trying to catch me before my flight left. Instead of a hug, I did get to see a man's white crusty dog take a big fat shit right at the gate. And honestly, isn't that the same thing? Maybe the special goodbye hugs were the friends we made along the way. Maybe it was the dog shitting at the gate. All I know is that I landed in Dallas, and it was super, super late. Not really that late, but late enough for me to be tired, just for them to change my gate 3 times. So I had to ride the little monorail train back and forth, over and over, from point A to point Z back to point M. I did keep finding different kinds of haichu at the airport, and yeah, I paid $6.99 for that haichu, and I don't care. I also got some taquitos from a gas station, because there's a 7-Eleven at the Dallas-Fort Worth airport, and I got a Diet Coke and a Snickers, and you know what? I was a living girlfriend. That was the best gas station food of my freaking life. I finally made it to the correct gate, and just in time to board, and it was time to get on the plane. And it was one of those flights when everyone's exhausted and they turn the lights off and you're like, oh, thank God we can just lay here. And the best news is that my little partner who was sitting in the middle seat, turns out we didn't have a middle seat buddy, and the flight attendant was like, y'all spread out. I was like, say less, girl. And then I landed in Little Rock and I was like, I'm so glad I'm home, but also I'm so depressed that I'm home because I want to be at camp. But there's air conditioning and my own bed and bugs that don't live in the house. They live only outside. But there's also a ton of laundry because everything I own is filthy and disgusting and smells like asshole. I literally got home at 2 in the morning and I was so awake because of camp that I decided to just start my laundry and unpack all of the PR boxes I came home to. So I apologize now for all of the product placement I've been having the last week. I had to get all of it done within like 3 days. And honestly, I'm just thankful that my luggage made it back to my house because after the shit show on the way there with no luggage, I'm just glad it was here when I got here. All of these things I'm unboxing, I've either already made a video about or I'm going to. I guarantee you it's already posted. And if it was from TikTok Shop, it's linked in my bio or in my showcase. If you're interested in any of it, go for it. If not, that's cool. You do you, boo-boo. I'm trying to get on a journey here because I feel like I need to get back to who I am. And I want to be gayer. I want to be gay as all fuck. Gayer than a meatball. That's not really a thing. It's actually a line from Love Actually where he says, oh, 10 minutes at Elton John's and you're gayer than a maypole. But he says it in an accent, and I always thought he said gayer than a meatball, so now that's a thing I say a lot in my head. You're gayer than a meatball. I want to be as gay as a meatball. I also want to be happier, and I want to be more in tune with myself, and I want to be more in tune with my body and my life and my happiness. So that's where this is going, I hope. And by this, I mean my life. Hey, camp buddies, if you're watching any of this and I'm just talking, because I'm still just talking, I love you so much and I miss you so much, and I want to just say how much I appreciate the time I spent with you and how much you changed my perspective, even about myself. Then I had to feed Bread Lasso. Bread Lasso has been in the refrigerator for 2 weeks, and I was so worried she was just not going to make it. Guess what? She is a strong, hefty bitch, and she is fine. I fed her a big old fat serving of flour, and she is good. Also, Evian, I love you more than life itself. I'm so happy to be home with you. I'm exhausted. I washed my face, I took a shower, and I went to bed, and it was fantastic. Look at that bed. Ugh.